Samskara, an NGO, and Global Health Research Organization. And on this occasion, I deem it a privilege to invite the guests onto the dais. At the outset, I invite Ms. Jyothsna, organizing chairperson of this workshop, to come to the dais to preside over the function. I request Mr. Mahesh and Srikanth to conduct the guests one by one to the dais. Now I invite Sri Jupali Rajendra, Assistant Commissioner, Telangana Vaidya Vidhana Parishad, to come out to the dais, and now I request Mr. Mahesh and Srikanth to conduct the guests. Now invite Dr. Vinay Sheela, an academician of long standing, to come on to the dais and be the guest of honor. Now I extend my welcome to Dr. Vijay Bhaskar, an orthopedician of repute. Now, special invitee. I welcome Mr. Joby George, research nurse, and the special invitee. I also invite Dr. T. Sridhar, regional faculty. Ms. Deepthi to come on to the dais and extend a bouquet to the President of the Function, Ms. Jyothsna. Now I request Ms. Kusuma to come on to the dais and present bouquet to Dr. Sudha Kishore. I request Padma Shri to come on to the dais and present a bouquet to Dr. Vinay Sheela.
Vinay Madam.
Yes, I request Siri Short to come out of the dais and present a bouquet to Ms. Nicola McHugh. Now I request Ms. Pooja to present a bouquet to Mr. Joby George. I also request Ms. Vakya to come out of the dais and present a bouquet to Dr. Sridhar.
Excuse me.
As the other guests are preoccupied with some kind of duties elsewhere, they will be joining us at the shortest notice. Now, I request the guests on the dais to attend the lamp lighting ceremony. Please.
Ladies first.
Dr. T. Sridhar, and all the speakers and delegates of this august gathering here. I would like to extend you all a very warm and a very bright morning. I would like to introduce to you the theme of today's workshop. Clinical research is one of the most knowledge-intensive field of pharma industry. It encompasses a complete biography of a drug from its origin in the lab to its introduction to the consumer market and beyond. Any molecule identified is subjected to preclinical and clinical study to assess and evaluate the effectiveness and safety of medications or medical devices by monitoring their effects on large groups of people. It has become a multidisciplinary and a multi-billion India. India is viewed the world over as the ideal location for clinical research, trials for the pharmaceutical industry, and I hope most of you would agree with me on this. India is becoming for a variety of reasons, such as regulatory delays in approval, escalating costs, inconsistent quality, ethical irregularities, etc. One of the biggest challenges the industry faces in the present scenario is lack of knowledge sharing, or in other words, to put it in simpler words, a suitable platforms or forums for doing so are wanted. We are in need of them. For example, the regulatory scenario has undergone a drastic change of late, and that too for good. But the professionals in the industry are lacking the comprehension of such, fail to understand the regulatory affairs of the rest of the world, or in a nutshell, the basic working of the industry. A professional working from India probably would not be in a position to understand how the laws are, for example, somewhere deep down in Africa, and how the trial is actually conducted there. In many other fields, Internet has brought a sea change in the world by providing numerous ways to share their experiences. For example, if you go on to mytrip.com or TripAdvisor, for example, thousands and thousands of people share their experience for no reason other than to help others. If, for example, if I'm going on a trip next week, I would probably look for if somebody has gone there earlier, what are their experiences on that? Have they, checked on were there any difficulties in that particular field in such scenarios? Now, likewise on YouTube, you can find thousands of how-to videos, what we call, wherein we can actually check on, for example, how to change a bike tire from probably how to even groom your dog. Correct? But when a group comes together to share the members' experiences on a topic, we call it community of practice. But until now, we haven't had any such thing like this in research, more particularly in our field, what we call as the clinical research field. Often researchers entertain a fond idea, what I call a fond idea, that they shouldn't share their method or protocol because they think that is only suitable for their particular trial or their one disease, what we call. But actually, most training and most documents can be used across trials with a little adjustment though. If everyone shared just one thing from every trial, whether it were a tip on patient recruitment, a template for informed consent, knowledge about how to configure your database, documentation part, if we all shared one tip from every project that we do, imagine how much knowledge would be gained across the globe. This exactly is one of the major reasons for all of us to gather here this morning. Samskara and the Global Health Network have joined hands to bridge this gap by conducting this workshop on recent trends in career development in clinical research in India. In fact, Samskara with its initiatives is trying to provide medical professionals across the globe and more particularly in the Telangana state, a rich platform for transforming their ideas into innovations. The Global Health Network is a free, neutral network of communities of researchers who are working together to share their knowledge about how to conduct research so as to facilitate more research across the globe and thereby help improve health outcomes. It is so for everyone, whatever the job role and wherever one is based, as long as the operational ground is a low or lower middle income country. The present workshop is the first of its kind for Telangana. aiming to bring together the local research community, encourage judicious sharing of ideas, knowledge and resources, culminating in professionalizing research as a career. The workshop will also enhance the culture of research and carry it towards the updated trends. National and international speakers of repute and key opinion leaders in our industry would throw light on the recent trends and developments in the industry through the lectures and sharing of their personal experiences with us. Let me not stand any longer between you and the luminaries who are going to be sharing their ideas with us today. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and thank you all for such a nice gathering early in the morning here. Thank you very much.
It's great pleasure to be here, being inviting me here for the auspicious program. I appreciate the day-to-day trials going on, clinical trials going on various pharma products, as well as the benefit to the humankind. I wish you all a great success of today's program. Thank you very much.
On the right side of 70. So I've been a practicing gynecologist, and I would love to talk to you a few of my experiences. I won't take very long, and it'll just take maybe a couple of minutes because I think Jyothsna and Sridhar have been doing excellent work, and she's given you the whole outline of what's it all about. So maybe I'll just punctuate it with a few words and help you in understanding the problems of India today with 10 million people all around and growing like a cancer, and we have no infrastructure whatsoever because we have not reached each and every corner of our country. The second problem is our population problem. The moment we do something for someone, there are 4 more mouths to feed. So we don't know what to do about that. Anyway, in the Family Planning Association of India, we're doing some work. And I'm really happy with the work awesome work which they both are doing. It's a lovely team of 2 people who have joined together in marriage and are carrying on this work. And I think, it is magnificent. And I think, there couldn't have been a better partnership. The partnership with global Mrs. Joyce, yes, and George, is because we have always been with UK with our national health network. It is better than, even America is now trying to follow the national health research, and they find that India is the best place to do the research. And I think Samskara has done a wonderful work. I saw their camp last time, and the way it was organized, the way the people joined in, the community service that they gave with the BJP government, this Kishan Reddy, he also, I'm not on any side of parties, but I think they've done a beautiful job of starting this Jan Dhan Yojana, in which every person has got above 60 is getting 1,000 rupees, and women who had no meals, no food, absolutely malnutrition and osteoporosis, breaking their bones, and the money being spent on their treatment is now being diverted towards food. And food is the necessity, roti, kapda, makan. So first is roti, then is kapda, then is makan. I think we've done a good job, and Samskara has done an excellent job in carrying out these health camps, and Dr. Sridhar is doing integrated medicine. So my institute was called Institute of Integrated Health Sciences.